it's Suffer and I'm back with another video. So I have returned from London now and I'm ready to get back into the YouTubing, except that I'm leaving in a couple of days to go back to England, because I'm really good at planning things. So I have to make some more videos that I can upload while I'm gone. But today I'm making a very special video. Or actually, I guess it's not that special, it's just normal art with markers. But I am making fan art of Wicked, because when I went to London, I went to see Wicked live, or on stage. I don't know what you say about musicals, because I guess they're always live. There's not a version of Wicked that isn't live. But I went to see Wicked. And it was really, really good, and it was so amazing. So I wanted to do some Wicked fan art. So here I am drawing Glinda and Elphaba. And they're facing off, looking real unamused with each other. This is in the beginning of the show where they're forced to be roommates and Glinda is not happy about it. And I don't think that Elphaba is either. So they're kind of like, ooh, I'm real mad about this. Me. And yes, I do know that Elphaba does not wear the witch hat in the beginning, but I just don't really like the knitted hat thing that she wears. So I gave her the witch hat because I just really wanted to draw it. This is also not the background for this scene, but you know, it's fine, it's whatever. I'm just like mixing things together that I like. Also, the uniforms aren't totally what they look like because I took some artistic liberty with them, yes. So I made my little sketch and then I transferred it onto a piece of Bristol board. I just got a bunch of Bristol board when I was in London. I might have gotten too much, but now I guess I'll never run out, so that's nice. By the way, if you guys would like to see my vlogs from when I was in London, I'm going to be uploading them on my second channel, and I'll leave a link to that channel down below. I will upload the first one as soon as I can after this video comes out. Probably be like an hour or something after that, so definitely go check to see if that's up. And then I think I'm just gonna upload the rest of them with a day in between each or something like that. So go subscribe and make sure that you don't miss any of the vlogs. So right now I'm trying to make a gradient on the background, which I was kind of like, should I do that? Is it even possible? Will it just look terrible if I try? But then I said to myself, I said, Soph, sometimes you gotta try to do something that's hard to do. And then maybe you fail, and that's too bad, so sad. Or maybe you'll succeed. And I think that I succeeded on this. I think that it looks good enough that I'm satisfied with it, so that's nice. It could probably have been like gradiented a bit better, blended in with each other a bit more, but I did my best. And it's my first time, I think, probably, yeah, my first time attempting to do a big gradient like this. So I feel like it turned out okay, if you consider that. All in all, I'm just happy that I decided to actually do a background for this, even though it's like a simple one that's mostly shapes. I'm just happy that I didn't leave the background white as I usually do. Also, something you probably noticed is that I did the background first because I was really afraid that I was going to go in and color the characters and then mess it up when I got to the background. So I figured if I just do the background first, then if I mess something up, it's not that big of a deal. And that seemed to work out fine, so I'm happy I did it that way. And here I am coloring in Elphaba's skin, and I'm really, really happy that I tested out which colors would work for her skin before I did this. I made like a tiny sketch in my sketchbook. I just drew her face, and then I colored it, so I knew which colors I wanted to use for this, and that was very helpful since her skin is green. I don't know if you noticed, but her skin is green, which makes it a bit harder to draw because I'm not used to like drawing skin green. Wow, That makes so much sense. But I feel like it turned out pretty good. And for her school uniform, I didn't really have the color that I wanted it to be, so I had to go in with a couple of different colors on top of each other to make it the right shade of blue. I wanted it to be a bit more of a gray than a blue. It's very blue actually in the show, but I liked it in this purple, gray, bluish color, so that is what I went with. And then I went in areas that would have more shadow with just like a straight up gray to darken those a bit while I was going over it with the purple, or is it a blue? I don't know. I think it's like a very desaturated purple that I went in on top of the blue with. I haven't done a marker drawing in a while. And I think that I kind of forgot how to draw with markers, or maybe I just never knew in the first place. So I feel like every time I want to draw with markers, I have to rediscover what markers are and how they work. But I feel like this coloring technique that I'm doing right now is working out well for me. So I'm probably gonna stick with something similar to that. And I would really like to do some more marker drawings, so I'm also gonna try and do that in the future. Ooh, and here you see I'm going in with purple for her hair, and then I'm going over it with a warm gray to make it look blackish, but it has like a purple undertone, and I feel like that works really nicely, and I just really love the color scheme that she ends up having. I'm really happy with how she has those different shades of black or dark colors, but they don't look the same, and they just look really nice together, and also with the green, so that's nice. So now it's time to color in Glinda. And actually I feel like Elphaba's skin turned out a lot better than Glinda's skin did, even though she has a normal skin tone and I'm used to drawing normal skin tones. Maybe I'm just not that good at it. Maybe that's the thing. But I feel like it turned out okay. I just really like the way that Elphaba's skin turned out. Also, you might be sitting there thinking, so if you make the faces and the heads way too big for the characters and their necks are way too skinny and whatnot. I know. Thank you for telling me. I know that I have a tendency to make the heads very big and the necks very skinny. It's kind of on purpose. This time I think maybe I went a bit too big on the head, especially Glinda's head. I feel like Elphaba's head is okay for her body, but Glinda's body should have probably been bigger to make up for how big her head is, or maybe her head should just have been smaller, I don't know. But it's like, it doesn't really fit, but you know, there's nothing I can do about it now. I did some sketches before doing the one that you see in the video, and those were just terrible. Like the heads were twice the size they are now, and the bodies were the same size, and it just looked so weird. I feel like I need to do more drawing so I can kind of get into that whole proportion thing, because I always mess it up. I can always change it around when I'm doing digital art, but when I'm doing traditional art, it's really hard for me to get the right head size and just like proportions in general, so I should probably practice that more. I was actually really close to doing this digitally because I just didn't want to bother with traditional, but then I told myself, no, Saf, you have to do Copics because you haven't done Copics in a while and you have so many of them and you need to use them for something. I just feel bad because I have so many and they're just sitting there and I never use them. And I also really want to get better at drawing with Copics, so I feel like that's a thing that I'm gonna do more in the future. Ooh, and here's another reason that I wanted to do traditional art is because I wanted to use my, what are these called again? Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush pens, there we go, to do the line art so I could get colored line art. I don't know why, but I just really wanted to use a green liner for Elphaba's face, and I got it. It made me happy. I really enjoyed it. And then I used my mangaka pen from, I think it's from Sig, to do all of the black lines on Elphaba. And then I used some other of the Pit Artist brush pens to do all of the lines for Glinda. I didn't want her to have any black lines because she's very lightly colored. Here in the beginning I'm going in with a color that's too light for her. So I go in later and kind of darken up some of the lines with a darker brown to make it stand out more. But I really enjoy doing this, giving the lines different colors and just making it look a bit softer, and then I get to use brush pens to line, and I love brush pens. They're great. Yeah, so I actually just had a lot of fun making this drawing, and I'm so happy that I got to do some Wicked fan art, finally. I'm probably gonna do more in the future because I'm real into Wicked now. But other than that, I hope that you guys are having a great summer. If you're on summer vacation, then I hope you're enjoying that. And if not, I'm sorry. I hope you're just having a good summer then. And that is about it for this video, because here is the finished piece. So I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me draw this. And I hope that I'm going to see you later. Yes? That would be nice. I would appreciate it. Okay. Bye.